Okay, what's going on, guys? Squizzy here, and I know it's been a while since I've uploaded anything, and I know I'm on a completely different game, but I think I'm just ready to come home to Apex. I think that Valorant was fun, but I just don't get enough joy out of it anymore to upload it properly, and also I just feel as though I hit a plateau that I don't really feel like working through, as I don't really see a future with myself and that game. I'm still going to play it from time to time on stream if you want to go watch that, but I think for right now, I'm going to put a lot of my focus on Apex and Apex content creation and things of that nature. And the first video I really want to make is something that probably would have helped me ages ago when I first started PC gaming and when I first downloaded Apex, all the way back in 2020 when I had a horrible computer and I was getting maybe like 40 frames. So what I'm going to be talking about today is just your overall video settings. I'm not going to go too deep into configs, but I will eventually put a link in the description to an amazing config video and just overall video config if you want to go use that. But right now I'm simply just going to go through all my video settings, some of my gameplay settings, and just try to see if I can help any new player or anything of the nature sort. So first things first, if you can't get frames, I definitely recommend maybe playing a different res. You can try 16:10 and just lowering this. Less pixels on your screen, your game's going to look worse, but that's less for your GPU to render and for your CPU and everything. So you'll definitely get some better frames. I don't really have that issue, so I just play native. I know some people play stretched. I used to play stretched, but it's just, as of 2023, it's so much work to get through, so I just don't do it. Brightness, I have a condition where in my right eye can go dark sometimes, so I like to just play with 80%. I think it's just best for me. It's just what works. Field of view, I play 110. I know some people really like, you know, the 90s and everything. It's just a little too close up to me. I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. So I play 110. I'm known to, you know, occasionally go down to like 105, things of that nature, but 110 for the past about 3 months have just been my sweet spot. It's just my preferred. Really sorry if my mic's speaking, by the way. FOV ability scaling, this is like for Octane and stuff, so I keep it enabled. I think it's cool when the FOV zooms out. I know some people don't like it, it kind of fucks with them, but it's preference at the end of the day. Sprint view shake, I keep this on minimal. I don't think there's a reason to have your screen moving while you're running. I think there's just no point. VSync disabled, disable VSync. Just go into your Steam launch settings, put in an FPS code and put it at your monitor refresh rate. You don't need VSync. VSync, just don't use it. Don't turn it on in any game. VSync has never worked for me. NVIDIA reflex, keep this on enabled. I've heard that enabled plus boost can kind of make your game run worse. I haven't noticed it, but I also haven't noticed it do much for like latency, so I just keep it on enabled. Adaptive resolution FPS target. This is something where it gets a little confusing. So if your computer is horrible, and I'm talking like 20 FPS horrible, like borderline unplayable, definitely turn this on. I don't think you're gonna get 100 frames like it promises, but when my PC was bad, I used it and I got around like 50-60 frames. The only issue is it's gonna make your game look worse. Obviously it doesn't make my game look too bad here because I'm already above 100 frames, so it doesn't actually do anything. I just don't recommend it if you're getting anywhere around 60 FPS, because if you're getting 60 FPS, chances are you don't have a 144 Hz monitor, and if you do, sell it. You don't need it because you're not getting those frame rates. So there's just no point. Anti-aliasing, I actually put this off normally, but when I turn this on, it auto locks it to on. I don't think anti-aliasing does much other than make your game look kind of unnecessarily smooth. I mean, if you like this look, you know, use it, but I personally struggle to see people when it's on smooth, and I can't really aim. You know, if I had a gun here, yeah, you have a Kraber or whatever, I can kind of see, you know, obviously this is a Kraber, so yeah, I can see pretty well. But, you know, I feel like as though when I have it off, when everything's a little bit rougher, I can kind of just make it out better, and, you know, I can definitely see the distinctness. So I think for me, I keep it off. There's just no point. Texture streaming budget, I normally keep this on very low. If you have a good GPU, but I don't think you do, because I don't know why you'd be watching this if you had a good computer, because why do you need this? If you have a good GPU, turn this all the way up, man. You know, it's more power to you. I have a pretty good GPU. I just keep it on low because I stream a lot. So when you're streaming, obviously, you don't want frame drops or anything. So I keep this on low / very low. Every now and then, I'll move it up to medium if I'm feeling quirky, if I'm feeling it. Next up, texture filtering. I keep this on the lowest. Ambient occlusion quality, disabled. Never met a game where I needed this on, I'm going to be honest. Sun shadow details, all of these, low. Disabled, no point in them on. I don't see a point. Volumetric lighting, disabled. Dynamic spot shadows, disabled. Low. Dude, if your PC sucks, please drop the ego, drop the fucking weird affinity to wanting your game to look beautiful. You know, I can turn my settings all the way up, man, and my PC will run fairly well. You know, it's not consistent. But, you know, if I wanted to and I wanted to turn all my settings all the way up, you know, this looks good. But as you can see in my recording, my frames are fucking dying. I just think that if you have a monster computer, then you know what, all the power to you. I think it's worth it. But if you're struggling with frames, or maybe Apex just isn't too optimized for your system, there's just no point in it. You don't gain much. I just don't see the appeal. That's just my general video settings. I'm gonna give you a quick rundown through gameplay. Interact prompt style, I keep this on compact. Button hints on. This is really good if you're new to the game and you don't understand your binds yet, but I know a lot of people just play with it off. I don't care. I don't care to change it. Crosshair damage, X with shield icon is always my preferred. Just because it shows you what shield they're at. You know, this is very useful. Damage numbers, I normally play with it on stacking. I've tried to record this video 3 times, so it's on floating. Some people play with it on both, so I'm going to run down there and actually just show you the difference real quick. As you can see right here, we're going to go into gameplay. We have it on, let's put it on off first. Obviously, when I shoot someone, you can see nothing pops up. This is good, I guess, if you just don't like to calm and you just like to see the silly things go down. But if you play ranked, there's just no point in having this on. Damage numbers on stacking is what I normally play. As you can see, you see how I just did a full mag, it did 142. It added up the numbers for me. Now when you do floating, this is where the problem comes in. It's just a whole bunch of numbers. You have to do that math as fast as you can and relay it to your teammates. But I do like how it looks, so every now and then, I'll play both. See? It just flows up at the end, still gives me the combined number. I think for the best of both worlds, play both, but I think for the most part, just play fucking stacked. There's just no point in not playing stacked. Okay, we're gonna move on. Ping opacity. This is really preference. I mean, that looks cool, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the difference. Obituaries. You can play this on, play this off. It's the kill feed, so if you think the kill feed's cool, or like you think there might be a streamer in your game or something, and you wanna be cool with your friends and be like, oh my god, you know, Asu's in my game or whatever, you know, it's cool. If you're streaming, just turn it off so you don't get stream sniped. But I also think if you're a big enough streamer to get stream sniped, you're not watching this video. I keep it on, just fuck around. Minimap rotation, off. Weapon auto cycle on, empty, off. Auto sprint, off. Double tap sprint, off. I don't like the game doing anything for me that isn't within my complete control normally. The only thing I can maybe say is preference is auto sprint. Auto sprint's cool, but there's like a little bit of a delay between just holding shift and when you just auto sprint. So it's very minimal. It's like half a second, but it's one of those things where it's like, who knows, maybe half a second saves your life. So I keep it off. It also, my finger naturally rests on shift anyway. Jetpack control, this is for Valkyrie. If you play Valkyrie, then maybe you'll have an opinion on this. I don't play Valkyrie, so I don't. Incoming damage feedback, 3D. Taking damage, close death box. Please turn this off. For the love of fucking God, please turn this off. So let's say that, you know, you're in a fight. Boom, boom, boom. You're taking shots, you know, you're doing all this. You get cracked. You go into the death box. You know, you're looking for a shield. You go to hit a shield. They hit you. Boom, you're out of your death box. You're fucking dead. You're a bot. You're a loser. But if you're cool and you have it so that they don't, none of that happens, you know, quick, boom, boom, dead, you know. It's just, it makes armor swapping in fights a lot easier. I recommend it. Please, there's no point in having it on. I mean, if you just have horrible reaction time and you can't help yourself when you start getting shot in a death box, then maybe turn it on, but... Dude, you'd have to have like grandma reaction time. But yeah, for the most part, that's all my settings. Mouse and keyboard, I have mouse wheel to move forward on mouse wheel down so I can tap strafe. You can do cool stuff like this. You know, it's whatever. I have jump on scroll wheel up for easier wall jumps. So boom, boom. Also just easier super glides. But yeah, for the most part, that's all my settings. If you liked any of them, let me know. You know, and if you think I'm a fucking fraud and I should do bad things to myself, don't let me know. I'll be pretty sad. But thank you so much for watching. Bye.